to create your business your way. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I'm Tanika D'Souza, the 100K Challenge Chick and the founder of the 100K Society, where I help business owners, entrepreneurs to build their business to fit their life. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. So, for this year, like the whole calendar year, 2022, I'm challenging you guys to do business your way. Now, the reason why I'm emphasizing it for this year is because the last 2 years have been so unpredictable for some people. Last year started what was called the Great Resignation. So, a lot of you are now business owners starting something new, and you left your jobs, or maybe you were furloughed from a job. But the point is, you made a decision to do things on your terms. So, now I want to give you the resources and the tools to help you do that. For others of you, you're still in the 9 to 5, or you're still kind of fighting, I'm going to say, your own business because you've been trying to do it the way that somebody else told you to do it. You've been trying to wait until things go back to normal and it doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore. There's so many things that 2022 for me just represents something new. Like, do it differently, right? We're in February of 2022. It's time for us to accept that this is where we are, whatever that means for you, and to make sure that we are able to build something moving forward that we can sustain. So that's why I'm all about you doing business your way, because if you literally just take what somebody else said to do, it's never going to fit you. And you have to understand how to be in business for yourself that uniquely fits you. So, what I mean by that is, does it fit your lifestyle? Like, my lifestyle literally 2, 3 years ago is very different from my lifestyle today. So, is what I'm doing now fitting for what I need in order to sustain the rest of my life? So, for some of you, you have become school moms. Like, your house is where you're teaching your kids, you're doing so many things, you're working from home, and you need your business to fit around the calendar or the lifestyle that you now have. So make sure that you are taking into account, okay, is the approach that I'm taking fitting my lifestyle? Do I need, like, what adjustments are needed right now so that you can fit your current life, right? We're not talking about what used to work for us. We're talking about what's going to work for us today. Second is your ability. So many of us have been trying to stretch ourselves or do so many interesting things to accommodate our business or the plan that someone else gave us, and it just never fit. So I'm here to tell you that you can find ways that you can work from your strengths, work from your abilities. I'm not saying you won't ever have to learn anything or stretch, but when you're stretching so much that you are focused way more on the stretching than the business, and you're not making any sales, and you're so stressed out, really, um, that's not a good fit for you. That business isn't a good fit for who you are and what you do. I'll give you an example. As a business coach, when I first started, I'm very extroverted. I can jump on the camera. It's not an issue for me. I was media trained at age 16. So the camera, I'm fine with the camera. And I didn't take into account that that's not the story for everyone else. So as a business coach, early on, I would tell people, okay, let's create your plan. Like, you're going to go live this many times, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And they were nervous, or at least a few people were nervous to tell me. They were horrified to go live. So they were doing it, but they were like, in front of the camera, they looked terrible. They weren't confident at all. And that's because they were trying to take my advice without speaking up about what was going to work for them. And so many of you are doing that. So, what I want you to do is start being honest with yourself. How am I stretching myself in ways that are super uncomfortable? And can I get comfortable? Like, are there some things that I can learn? Or is this just not for me? Like, there's certain things that's just not for me. You have probably not ever seen me do TikTok dance challenges. I like dancing and I do them at my house, but I'm not showing y'all because it seems so silly to me, right? So do what works for you. And there are times where you have to learn and stretch and grow. But if it's such a big leap, like one of my clients was, I mean, she is shy. So what we did was she figured out how to record and then stream it later, or she would just do things with images, podcasts, because it's just your voice. Like there were so many other ways that we could approach this, but she had to be honest with me, honest with herself, that just going live, turn the camera on and just start talking and have your notes in front of you and just go for it. That was not her thing. She wanted a script. She needed more time. She wanted to feel like she kind of controlled the environment. And even when she went live, the comments coming in, like all of that was just way too much. So be honest with yourself about what you are able to do, what you're comfortable to do, because at the end of the day, your clients and your customers want to buy from someone who's confident and comfortable. So if you get on camera or whatever the thing is you're pushing yourself to do, it doesn't come across authentic. It doesn't come across like you really want to be there or talking or whatever the thing is you're doing. And nobody wants to jump into whatever you're doing out of fear. So this is really, one, is going to fit your lifestyle, but two, your ability is like, how can you be more confident in your delivery and your approach to your business? Like what's going to give you that confidence? And then the third thing that I want you to consider when you're talking about customizing your business, doing business your way, is, does this fit my audience? Does this fit my audience? And there's a lot of ways that you can figure out whether it's a fit, but sometimes we have decided things that other people don't actually want. Like if I decide, oh yes, I'm just going to do retreats, and it's like, your audience isn't ready for retreats yet. So you can sell them all day and you probably won't sell very many seats. However, if you were doing a virtual class or a workshop, they would likely be more interested to do that, given the climate, given what people want to do, their ability to travel, all those different factors. So factor in your audience. What are they telling you they want? Because honestly, there are groups that I belong to that are absolutely doing retreats and they're selling. But that's because they know they're talking to entrepreneurs who travel. We know our education is important to us and we want to get away at this point, right? So they understood their audience, but I also need to understand mine. I can't just imitate what someone else is doing. I need to understand what's going to work for my audience, where they are, and how I'm going to meet their need with my abilities, my coaching, and do it in a way that fits my life. So that may sound like a lot, like, how can I do all that? Like, you have been taught to just take a script, do what someone else is telling you to do, and you don't evaluate it for yourself. And that's really all I'm asking you to do, is evaluate it for yourself and make the necessary adjustments. It's very similar to, all right, here's an analogy I think you'll get. It's very similar to if you start like a new workout class and you have to do some moderations. Maybe you have knee pain. Maybe you have a pain in your back. Maybe you've just never done, because I like stuff like Zumba and all that. Sometimes I go, and it's not even that I can't keep up, but I don't even know what you're doing. Like you're jumping around and kicking your leg in all these different ways. I have to practice that. Like that doesn't feel natural to do those moves sometimes. So just give yourself, like, understand that right now you may need a modification, you may need an adjustment, you may need to just do the little two steps side to side so that you're keeping your heart rate up, keeping your business going, but you're not tripping all over yourself to get it done, right? So I just want you to understand that modifications are fine because what it does is keep you moving. And that's the same thing we apply to those gym workouts, right? So if you've had a way that you have modified, adjusted, or made your business work for you, I'd love to hear about it. For all of you who are struggling in that area or just want accountability, that's why I created the 100K Society. If this is your first time hearing about it, this is my business coaching community. And shout out to all the 100K Society members who are listening. Um, I look forward to coaching them every week. We do weekly accountability together. You have coaching and you also have community. So, yes, I do want you to build a unique business. I do want it to fit your life, but I don't want you to do it on your own. And the great thing about this community is you have 24/7 access to the members of the community, to your coaches, to post your questions, to post things that you're doing well, even things that you just want people to review for you. And then you also have the support. You have resources, workshops, all these other things that really come into play so that you are learning and growing because that's a really important part of being a CEO. So, I look forward to meeting more of you in the 100K Society, especially this year, because I think this is definitely going to be a year for most of you to really grow your business. And you have to understand you must give yourself a place that's going to support you as an entrepreneur, right? We do it for every other thing in our life. We don't decide, oh, well, at least I don't. I approach things with understanding that okay, this is new to me. How can I be around other people who are doing this? So when I got married, I was around more married women because they understood my lifestyle, my single friends, because I was one of the first in my friend group to get married. I can't, you don't understand what I'm dealing with. No, do they know me? Can they help me? Yes. But I need to be in an environment that's going to help nurture me as a wife. Same is true as a mom. I was a stay at home mom early, well, when my kids were younger, and I needed other moms to be around. One, to normalize that the stuff that my kids was doing wasn't crazy. Even just so many different challenges. Like we taught our kids a lot of things. We did family activities together. So that always made, going to the pumpkin patch or wherever you wanted to go a lot more fun because there was more kids, more families. And then I had these women to really support me as a stay-at-home mom. So the same is true for you as a business owner. I don't want you to approach this like, I'll figure this out. I got this because almost everything in our life that we approach and we want to do, we need support. We need people around us that are doing the similar things with similar goals. And that is the point of the 100K Society because the goal there is for you to hit 100K in business revenue. I have a very simple approach to that because I think we overcomplicate business. And you can get my money ladder, which is a link in my bio. So go there. It's called the Money Ladder Workbook. And it really does walk you through how to evaluate things that you're doing, but intentionally so that one, you understand what your focus is, but then you build your ladder of how you're going to build income for your business. So now that I'm getting all tongue tied, the biggest thing I wanted to share with you guys for today, because we're at the beginning of February 2022, is that this month, all month long, I'm going to be posting a social media challenge. Okay. So the way this works is, well, first, let me say, this is me responding to my audience. You guys get so caught up in what am I going to post? How do I do that? And even if I give instruction, sometimes it's going over your head. And I have also, like early in business, purchase those like captions and like the 30-day plan, content plans or content calendars, and then you're just reading a bunch of words, but it's not really that descriptive, given that I couldn't take what I read and just turn it into a post. Or I could in theory, but then when I actually went to Canva or wherever I was using Adobe to produce that post, I was lost again. So that's what I'm trying to bridge for you. You'll see the visual of my post and you'll see the instruction of what I did. What I want you to do is to read that instruction and to do it for yourself. Now, it would be awesome if you did it every single day. Just, okay, start with the first, then the second, do this, and pick and choose the things that you're comfortable with. Obviously, modify, right? Because I am a coach. Maybe you're in a different industry. Maybe you sell a specific product. Adjust for you and your business, but take the meat of what I'm saying and execute. Because what I want you to also do is get out of overthinking. So just act, like see it. I'll give you the instruction. You'll see how I used it, and you go and do it for yourself. If you post it for the day, then under my post, I want you to just say post. If you did the instruction that I posted, say done. Okay, so post it if you just post at all, because you may have your own like Taco Tuesday posts or Tax Thursday, whatever your thing is. So keep in line with what you've already been giving your audience. And on those days, just write posted. But on the days that you actually follow the instruction I gave, write done. I'm going to go back through these posts and check out what you did. If there's something really awesome or really terrible, I'll send you a message. Otherwise, it's just a way for us to stay connected, for me to like some of the things you do, for me to see how you're applying things. I may even use some of them to highlight to others how you can take this one instruction and all the variations that were created from it. So I'm looking forward to what you all will produce this month for this social media challenge. The biggest walk away that I want you to have is that this does not have to be intimidating, right? And the reason why we're doing the social media challenge is if you're building your business, if you need more exposure, which is 9 times out of 10 the biggest challenge that business owners have, then this is a great way for you to not overthink it and actually get some things done. So, my links are in the bio. There's some really awesome stuff there. I hope you guys go and check it out. Let me know how you're doing. Feel free to message me. I do actually check them myself. And I will be with you guys later. Have a great day. And this month is our month to be authentically us and post about it every single day. You guys have a great one. Thanks for joining me for Win the Day. And I will see you all soon.